Hey man, you gonna tune in for this game, dog? I ain't gonna lie
Kyler
to you,
Murray got
Deshaun got
two
so many rushing
spots.
touchdowns on the season, man. I don't know why, man. To be honest, bro, he was acting real unusual, bro. Cause that
He
shit
could have
stopped,
easily
bro.
made the adjustments on them
You
wheel
feel me?
routes, bro.
It was just stop hating Hurst. That was your main go-to. Pick this not gonna work. The running back at the backfield wasn't the issue, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You come up and make a tackle on that.
I'm about to say, you made those was getting you like the first downs, but he could have picked it off when you did the wheel route without without the running back out the backfield.
Mm. And then at that point, the running back wasn't an issue, bro. You could take that outside linebacker, even that end, bro, and put him on the back, or put him on that in that flat.
But he run a 4-3 though, or he running a 4-3
It
defense.
don't matter though, bro. You talking about a straight line? Well, how many running backs? It's an out routes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a wheel route. You know what I'm saying? Well, when was you throwing it? Was you throwing it downfield?
He was just throwing it like 5 yards out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would rather take that 5 yards than that 25, 30 yards than you throwing it downfield to Titan. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hayden Hurst.
If you're doing that, I'm having one of my linebackers play underneath, bro. Sorry.
All right, coach. EA Sports
No, I'm
coverage of
making.
the NFL playoffs brings us
I'm
to
a
the
user that
Baltimore
nigga.
Ravens.
I'm
Solely
a
of M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
Is
I'm a
John live
user that
streaming it?
nigga.
Flash to decide
Nah,
who the
man, he's scared
AFC's
too.
representative in
Streaming
the
his bit.
Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the
Said his mic
Baltimore
charging.
Ravens.
So got him up in the chat, man.
This field
He
a
really,
few yards
he
into
really
the
bringing
end
it.
zone.
No, John Ross is not breaking no tackle, man.
For his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
You can say tap in. You can say tap in, tap in.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, they scared. They scared.
You're not gonna watch your opponent, Pete.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
I can't stand this nigga.
Takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long...
Oh, this man John killing me on the run game, bro. 2 runs for 50 yards. Yeah. Nope. Ain't no more running that coverage. Nope. Nope. No more of those.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Oh, we hear ourselves. Yeah, Courtney.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Oh, I can't hear myself though. That's disrespectful. Oh, yes, I can hear myself. Hey, someone on his live.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there.
Oh yeah, good D.
We gotta get the ball. D, get the ball right.
second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20
Yep,
to the
Aaron
18
Jones is hurt. Yeah.
Raven down there on the field.
Oh my God.
Status when we get back. On third down,
Oh, nope.
and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line.
Get that field goal. Yep. He knows his defense. That's what I like about John. John will literally take his points when he needs to. Like, he must definitely take them little easy boosters. Yeah, when he needs the point.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Let's go, baby.
Well, man, that's your chance to go up, man.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm gonna try, man. John be getting some fluke junk, and he really be thinking like, that's a bad bet. No, bro. They really cheating.
Here we go. Henry. Time to go. Night, night. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. The open man.
Oh, please let that still be a first. I'm about to say.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
You got John on?
Lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there and drop him behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
Oh, I shouldn't even have to juke.
7 here. The first down screen pass, good for 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
You're playing on that phone. I know you want to talk, cuz.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Murray.
I fumbled.
Oh, I missed it.
The 30.
Wow, bro, he just got a fumble 6 on some garbage.
Oh, I seen it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only his scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on.
That is crazy, bro. That's how I be losing to this man. Like, we hit him in the backfield. He don't fumble at all. Andrew Luck not going to fumble the ball.
Extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
That's how I be losing to this man.
Following that fumble return for a score.
Come on, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be upended.
I got to come down and score here. Score here.
Just
That's
a
right.
3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray off play action. He's going to sling this.
I really just do that? I can't. Oh my, dang! They get him the best pick animations too.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that.
Hey, it's not looking like playoff football for you, Will, man.
It's not, bro. It's
I
really
ain't gonna lie
not.
to you, Jay. I mean,
They
man,
give
you
him
really
like the
play
best pick animations. Just get ready for that.
Yeah, they really.
Aaron Johnson? Wow, that wasn't a serious injury then. He just fall forward 5 yards. What? He just fell forward 5 yards.
I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
That's weird.
Man, Aaron Jones is not that elusive.
Oh, thank you. Hey, man.
Aaron Jones is not that elusive, bro. What?
A big run there by Jones. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Miller. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is me and John games.
Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Check 15. General West. Check.
Oh, it's not you and John games right now, cause he whooping your ass.
But he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so
I'm just talking about the one game. That's all I be worried about.
Alright, peace, bro. Yeah, peace.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And he able to get.
Oh, I get it now. I didn't know, and never mind. I'm away.
16-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Solid job of
I didn't know that.
solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
We gon' ride, we gon'
Attack on
look
the
at this
extra
cheese.
point, and that makes
What you
our
doing,
score
nacho cheese?
17-0.
What? You freaking know if you discuss to
Let's go.
Okay, when I got this fixed.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think
I juked the person on the right and not.
do we even need to change
I
game
juked to the
plan?
right.
Or do we
First
just
of
need to
all.
execute
How am I getting
better
tackled
and
by
try
the
and get
player on
back
the
in
right
this game?
side?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield.
Hey, if he went downtown, meaning we can't do the job till he get back on, right? Meaning, I can get on Call of Duty, right?
And it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know
pretty much.
There's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back.
Call of Duty.
Throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Just Buffalo?
I don't know why I didn't just slide. I just went backwards twice.
I didn't even peek. I thought it said, I thought it was,
It looks like we've got a dime
over here.
defensively, 6 DBs in the game.
I was playing the game, I didn't know. Huh? Yeah. Got a whole play.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their
That's the end of the quarter.
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I think it's only the second quarter in this nigga.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Luck now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On second down now, it's Jones. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. 140, easy.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Murray.
Oh!
Traffic, and it's
He picked it.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
He got the pick.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure.
That was the wrong button, bro.
They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there, exactly as you described.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
John, bro, you getting nothing but the luckiest run. Aaron Jones is not even this elusive, bro. He just swerving everybody.
Second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Second John, bro.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
We got this.
Niggas high. Hey, that sounds like Christian.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Oh, no, it ain't. No, that nigga sound like Christian for me.
Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive.
That nigga said, get your bread. Yeah, get your pay, man.
Noah just
Hold on.
dropped.
Hold on to them bitches.
Once he threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Check.
Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And I fumbled again.
So he went
Bro, I got stripped.
and then things got dicey.
I'm already on the ground. I'm getting.
When they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Goodwin able to haul it in. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your number.
Levi Wallace getting killed in man coverage.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Kareem Hunt is way more elusive than Aaron Jones. How can I not swerve through there?
They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, let's go. Go. Hey, check.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted.
Look at where he's throwing the ball at, bro.
Steven Nelson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Interception, baby. All day.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
I threw 3 picks. Literally each possession.
Every time you throw an interception, that you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn
I'm stuck on.
along the way? You threw a lot of interceptions early, learn from them, and became
God dang, man.
Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. It's turned out for him.
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This nigga running for 200 yards on just.
Record. Kill. Crawl.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck.
Bro, why is that not over the line of scrimmage, dog? Like, he stepped up in the pocket. Still, how come Kyler Murray can't escape?
Pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Gold is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Under a heavy rush,
Bro.
down he goes. Jerome Baker leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. John Simon in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Right, 674. 12. We take the wins home.
In the game, 34 to 3.
On 1st down,
Good job. Aaron Jones just had a
tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3
Oh my
quarters,
God,
no
he
reason
did
to
great
lighten up now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now goal for the extra point.
That's just crazy. I'm just getting a whole lot.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now, as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That's the only reason I'm not tripping as much, bro.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This man literally got... I got top-notch O-line. O-line that can hold up their defense. I can't even get a block to get a pass off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. And incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. To throw, it's Murray being chased out left. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Really? Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to at least knock it. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
That's caught inside the 20.
Okay.
A big play that time for the Ravens.
Will Fuller just really caught a 60-yard bomb.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
How is Will Fuller getting open when two people
Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep on this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, baby.
Did Aaron come home? She's at home right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Curtis Samuel.
What if mom was like, you can go out there and watch her?
And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike the 59.
They'll go again to Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Let's go. Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
That jump is crazy. Kareem Hunt way more elusive than Aaron Jones. This man literally able to just swerve left and right with Aaron Jones. It's mind blowing. I do. I run man. And then Andrew Luck can't get sacked, but Kyler Murray can't escape fat lineman. He can't escape Geno Atkins. It's so stupid. That nigga not even that elusive, bro. They got him at an 86. Well, might as well live stream this game. I know exactly what I'm drafting next season, bro. I don't even need a quarterback. I don't even need receivers. I just
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2000.
let me know when TJ get back for this draft.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions.
There we go.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And Charles, the Ravens, they've done it again. Champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013, but had not won so much as a playoff game since then.
And remember, the franchise moved from Cleveland, but they started as a true fresh franchise. They didn't take the Browns with them. They became the Ravens. That was 1996. Won a Super Bowl over the Giants. Was that Super Bowl 35 in Tampa. They've won it twice overall, trying to win another one. And there's always a trademark when you think about the Ravens, right? The way they play defense, the way they run the football, how tough and hard-nosed they are as an organization, trying to do it one more time.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their fourth appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
From the red zone now, Locke. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Check 37. Motion, motion, motion.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready. Get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun, gun, gun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Spinning away. Caught here by Bell. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Le'Veon Bell. 75 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Tight end right, tight end right. 12. Four down. Check 13. Right.
Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, what's happening?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off runners like this.
Room to run again. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, it's Bell. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Mike, one left. Stop your whining. Run left, done.
On third down, Wilson. He's got Adams on the hookup. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, 0. One left. Right.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field and he just gave up a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Your trip is here,
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't ready.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I don't think you got it, son. 12. Watch the whip. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
We got this.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
They don't want it, fellas.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are able to regain the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wilson will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now nearly 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up?
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back.
They said Big Rich was out there with the people.
This is Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 4. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 36. He's moving, boys, he's moving. Check 9, check 9.
On 3rd down, Jones. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys are picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
All day, baby.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
674. Hey, defense, let's go.
Again, it's Jones.
Run. Get it.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 623. 50, Mike, 50. Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Let's go.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time was a pretty one-play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's our field.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going 4-on-4. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check safety. You draw corkers. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete. It's Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed out.
He's got daylight, 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mecole Hardman, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll try the air now with Locke. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. On third down, Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Good job, offense.
Aaron Jones, 39 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, zero. Good cut.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this out past the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Danny. Got 4 down. 4-3.
On first down, Wilson. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Go.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mecole Hardman his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's get this.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sammy Watkins, 88 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Foot left, right.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
55. I'm here all day, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
40, easy, alert, alert. Protein spill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear.